coming down, raining on me. Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting for you. All this light will light up the town. When I'm all alone, looking down the street. Hold on tonight, it's leading me home. It's coming down, raining on me. Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting for you. All this light will light up the town. When I'm all alone, looking down the street. Hold on tonight, it's leading me home. It's coming down, raining on me. Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting for you. All this light will light up the town. When I'm all alone, looking down the street. Hold on tonight, it's leading me home. It's coming down, raining on me. Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting for you.
Hello and welcome back to Rollin Dirty. My name is Alex Palmer. I'm your games master, and welcome back to a mad, mad world. How are we feeling? We're live on Instagram. How dirty are we feeling? How dirty are we rolling?
It's bank holiday. Feeling pretty dirty on bank holiday.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Hopefully my rolling is less dirty than it was last week because I think I didn't roll higher than about a 3 all week. So
yeah,
hopefully better.
Didn't Tony kept rolling like the same number over and over again? Was it like 16?
he kept
Yeah,
rolling it. I was
16.
thinking 16. That was my character's playing with whip, so I'm feeling dirty. Not to get Tom excited, but
Excellent.
Nice.
So previously, it's been a while, but previously, our characters woke up at Jordan Baker's house after having been to the world beyond. We had a series of weird dreams where we saw Grandmother Black, we saw Delilah and her child, we saw Archie shooting in the desert. And we saw the first glimpses of Ford, whoever Ford is. The party, ran after Delilah, who made a run for it in this new world. And after catching up with Delilah, we saw them go back to John's of 12th Street, which is a kind of piazza where Old Man Mindy's antique shop lies, kind of revisiting the past of Stanley. We realized that those memories may not be quite real. And entering the shop, all was still, and Tony stumbled upon an ancient bookcase. Books, very delicate, dusty, and as soon as he touched one, got a crossbolt in the side. Stanley, reaching for the necklace around Old Man Mindy's neck, grabbed and grappled by Old Man Mindy with his flesh oozing off his bones. And we've got Archie looking at an antique vase with serpents entwining themselves, also grappling, coming to life as Old Man Mindy makes the first movement. And Delilah first looking out the window for kind of signs of life as a kind of backup defense, but eyes get drawn to first leather gloves with gold trimming and then a whip at the front of the shop. A whip that seemingly has a mind of its own. A failed animal handling did some damage, and we are in combat. We are in initiative order, which we rolled last week. First to act is Delilah.
It depends on what you're gonna allow me to do here, but I'm fairly close to the counter from what I remember. So I kind of want to, like, with whip in hand, I want to kind of rush over, kind of slide across the counter, and lay my hand on Stanley, and say, "You got this, partner." And I want to cast Enhance Ability on him, which basically just means he gets 2d6 worth of temporary hit points, and then he also gets advantage on strength checks.
Excellent. Awesome.
Um,
First, I'll get you to an animal handling check with
fine. Animal handling, still got a +5. 11.
11 doesn't do it.
Okay.
You take 5 damage from a whip, but you are allowed to do that action, the full movement. Excellent turn.
Fine. Yep.
Anything else? That's movement.
If the
bonus was it an...
actually, yeah. Let me double check. Sorry, I didn't. Let me see if enhance ability. I think it is a full action. It is. Yeah, it's a full action. So after I tap him, I just stay close in my Adas to try and help get him off him afterwards. But for now, that's me.
Excellent. And it's advantage to strength checks, is it?
I think he gets dex as well, but let me just double check. So he gets the target has advantage strength checks. The target has advantage on dex checks. You also don't take falling damage from like 20 feet. And you also the target and you have advantage on wisdom. Wow, enhanced ability is really good. And you get that for an hour.
Okay.
1 hour.
That last one is very important. Old Man
Ooh.
Mindy is next to act. And
Oh, actually, sorry. Let me just say, I've just
Yeah,
checked.
go.
It's every single ability check: charisma, intelligence, wisdom, dex, strength. I don't think it's con though. Let me just double check.
which you've given to Stanley.
Dex, charisma, intelligence. Yeah, the only one you don't get is con. But yeah,
Okay.
you get advantage on all of the rest, and that's it.
Excellent. So, you feel a cold come over you, Stanley, and you look into the eyes of Old Man Mindy, this gentle, friendly older guy that you know from your childhood, and in this moment there is no white to his eyes; it's all black. And I'm going to ask you to have a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Amount of overlap.
14.
Pretty big card set.
You got advantage from. Is that with advantage?
But is that on ability checks or saving throws?
Now you've got me thinking. I'm assuming it's for saving. This said on dex checks. Oh, so saving throws are different.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be purely for your next thing. So when you're trying to like break out of stuff, yeah. So for the saving throws, it's different. Damn.
14 is.
Okay. 14 won't cut it. You become frightened, so you have disadvantage on ability checks, which I think just on ability checks and attack rolls. So
Okay.
it cancels out what Carl's just done. But attack rolls are with disadvantage, while the source of the fear is within line of sight.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear, but you're kind of very close
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay.
If you'd failed it by more, you would have been paralyzed as well, but you don't do that. And this effect lasts for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
He is also, with the hand outstretched, gonna go for you. Does a 12? That's gonna hit. So does 21 hit?
Yes.
Hits you for 14 plus 4, 18 damage.
Okay.
Did you roll your temp hit points?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Nice.
Plus 7 plus 11 necrotic damage. Can I have a Constitution saving throw, please?
Nine.
You can no longer regain hit points for the next 24 hours.
Okay. Just to be clear, that did
Um,
29 damage. Is that right?
it was 2 attacks. So the first was 14. The last one was, I've forgotten. 11?
11.
12?
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
have one more health than that. Okay. Cool. All right.
So,
Oh,
and I'm going to say the rest of you see this happening, and stillness has erupted into kind of movement at the front of the shop. It's quite a small shop. You see Stanley in quite a lot of trouble with this man, this rotting flesh being that has grappled him. Next in the order is Stanley on 13.
Cool. Great. So I guess I will utter a vow of enmity, as is my wont. So I'll say, unhand old man Mindy, foul creature, something like that. So I guess that cancels out the disadvantage on attack rolls now. So I will just have regular old attack rolls, which is good. So I'm still grappled. So I guess I will make a strength check as my action to kind of break free.
Yeah, give me a strength check.
How? Here we go. 20.
20 does it. You
Roll again to see if you
absolutely
crit.
do
Because you still
I
got
don't get.
advantage. Oh
Don't
no,
get
it's
advantage.
flat. It's flat. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely breaks through the grapple, and as you do that, the kind of you feel the bones kind of crumble under that kind of
Yeah.
a few of his fingers, a few of his bits of his hand come off.
Gross. Okay. Good to know. So hang on, so that was a bonus action and an action. So can I or should I do anything else?
Still got your full movement.
Yeah, but do I want to move away? I've got quite a lot of squishies in the room with me. No, I will stay where I am. I'll stay where I am. I'll stay in front of him.
Brave
That's me.
NYPD spirit comes
Yeah.
through to
So I'd
serve and to
stare at
protect.
the eyes. Exactly.
Okay, we go. Next in line is Archie on a 3.
Cool. So, like, as I picked up the vase, the snakes like gonna wrap around my hands. Did we say?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like, being that I'm genuinely quite terrified of snakes, I kind of freak out a little bit and go to a state of panic as I realize. So I just start smashing the snakes like against. Do you say it was like on a bookshelf?
Yeah, there's a shelf in front of you.
So I'm just frantically going, whoa, like I'm terrified, I'm freaking out, and I'm just trying to smack trying to release the snakes to get free. So I mean, you could say it's animal handling, but I don't think it's good animal handling.
I'll allow you to do either strength or animal handling.
Well, I looked at my stats. I don't know how I'm randomly quite good at animal handling, but
Cool,
I think
animal handling.
I think really it's more of a strength check. So I'll
Cool.
do hang on, where's my story again?
Oh, that's a. Is it a save? A strength check or a strength save?
It's a check, straight check.
Strength check. Right. Well, hang on. Wait, that's not a stat that I could just pick.
Yeah.
Just the actual number on the top left.
Oh, you can. Yeah, I can't roll that. I thought
You can. So
Pick the word.
Hey,
the word.
You can. Fight. Oh, even worse. Isn't that one?
Well, it's
No,
it's the same. It's the same adding on, to be fair. So it doesn't make a difference. So 10 would be the score. Yeah.
It was a 5.
It's a 5. You don't break free, and in fact, the snakes entwine further for 8 more points of damage. You still have move. I'm going to say that's a bonus action. You still have an action if you want it, and you've got your movement as well. Actually, no, you don't have the movement. It's you're grappled effectively.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have anything else to do. I'm just frantically just trying to. I'm running. I'm just trying to smack the snakes free. That's all I can really do at the minute.
No worries. In that case, we go to Tony, who's just been hit for 9 points of damage with the bookcase.
I'm gonna have a look around. Is there any sign that if I move, I'm gonna get another crossbow bolt shot at me?
Give us a
Is there any,
perception check.
like, tripwires or anything like that?
Yeah, give us a perception.
Perception 6. Fucking hell.
You can't tell. Pretty dusty in here. You can't necessarily know.
Okay, I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna use Firebolt on Old Man Mindy or Old Man Mindy Zombie. Anyway,
Excellent, excellent. Give me an attack roll.
26.
Absolutely hits. Was it a nat 20 or no?
No, no,
No.
19.
19.
No. Thank God for that.
Let
Roll
me roll
damage.
again. What is the roll for damage? $17.
Say that again.
17.
Where are you reading that?
I've rolled it at level 2. I've played it at level 2.
Oh,
It's 2d10.
I'm just not seeing it in the chat. Is anyone see it in the chat?
Yeah, it's in. It's 2GM.
Oh, it's to me, is it?
Yeah, 17.
Damn.
Okay, you see this
I don't know
firebolt.
why it's gone to DM. Oh, I've
I
got
think
it
it's the
fucking
last
clicked,
thing.
ignore me.
I think you were doing
Yeah,
death
yeah,
saves to me last time.
yeah.
You see this firebolt, and I'm gonna say now you see this hit Mindy for 34 points of damage.
Ooh,
So the damage
jeez.
has been doubled.
Sounds like
From the
this boy don't like
firebolt.
fire damage.
Fucking
So
Wow.
you see a big chunk of his shoulder come off, the same arm that was grappling, and you hear the kind of hiss and the discomfort of Old Man Mindy, and he kind of utters the kind of, "You will join us soon."
shit.
So you
Uh-oh.
amazing. Do you do anything else?
What's the final thing I can do? I can either move. Or is there anything else I can do? Is it just move?
You've got bonus action or no?
I don't think so.
Cool, excellent, awesome turn.
There you go.
34 points of damage done to Old Man Mindy.
I've
Excellent,
known
we go
you
back to
freaking hated fire. I've done the old fireball.
19.
Don't worry, we'll take that.
We go back to the top of the order with Delilah.
Woo! I guess I'll just start off by trying to do the animal handling, just to get that under the way.
Yeah.
18.
Gives a roll. 18. No damage, but still seems like it's got a will of its own at the moment. But
Fuck,
no
I've
damage
got-
to you.
I've
You
got
can
fucking plus
you can
5 on
use
this
it.
shit. Okay.
And
Well.
I'll just say
Oh,
now the stats for attack are 2d4 plus 4.
2d4 plus 4. Okay. 2d4 plus 4. What's my gun? 1d8 plus 3, so 2d4 plus 4. It's pretty much the exact same, but technically one more guaranteed. In that case, yeah, I'm not going to take the gun out, and I'm going to look to... Actually, I look to Stanley. I'm like, you got this one. And then I look to the snakes wrapping themselves around Archie, and I go to like whip them. I'm gonna whip them twice because I can using Horde Breaker.
I'm gonna say it costs you half your movement to like get around.
Yeah, fine.
The bookcases.
Fine. Yep, cool. So the first attack. Oh shit! I need to roll for the. What's it using? My. Naturally, it'll probably be my dex using the whip, right? So
Yep,
I'll just roll
exactly.
dex.
Exactly that.
First attack misses. That's really bad. Holy shit. Second attack. What the fuck?
No.
Lucky I've got a third attack. I'm like, I just kind of say, fuck this. I put the whip on my back and take the gun out and try and shoot the snake.
Whoa, hang on, wait.
Woo!
They're on my hand.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Semi-automatic rifle. Let's go.
Okay.
Leave
Nat
it on my
1.
hand.
Huh. Nat 1.
God.
Roll damage, Carl.
Can I 1 second? Can I just double check? Let me just double check something quick. Okay. Extra take. Yep. Okay. Well, sorry,
I'm gonna say
Archie.
you hit
4
you hit
damage.
4 damage to Archie.
Brilliant.
Woo! Sorry. That whip got me
Gotta honor
good
that
last
one,
time.
buddy.
That whip got me good. I promise the next shot will be fine.
Stanley's just thinking about when we first met Delilah, and she like threw something up in the air and like shot it perfectly, and wondering what the fuck happened to that person.
Shit. That's 2 3s and a 1.
You
Fucking
so
hell.
you it goes back to Old Man Mindy, who you see mutters a spell under his breath
Oh,
in a
good.
language you don't understand. The kind of hisses of the fire still emanating from him, and it kind of comes out of his mouth. Anyone within earshot, which I'm gonna say is Tony and Delilah, everyone apart from Archie, can roll a either an Arcana or an Insight, depending on what information you want to get.
An Arcana 9.
I can't roll above a 3. I can't roll above a 3.
Yeah. No one gets anything apart from
Tom.
Tom, you've got Insight. You sense movement outside the window, and and on a what did you roll? You rolled a 13. Oh, 13. Okay.
17.
Yeah,
17.
movement outside the window. 17.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the party, guys. I think there might be something about to come through the door, maybe, or there's someone outside. I don't know.
Great. Well, I hope it's pest control.
How much health are you on, Stanley?
Oh, plenty.
Don't tell him.
Sorry about
Don't tell
that.
him. Yeah.
Don't you worry about me. I'm fine. Okay,
Does
is
a
there any?
19 hit?
Tis but a scratch.
There's a 19 hit. It does hit. Yeah. What the fuck is this thing's plus attack?
Eating.
Clearly better than my rolls. Jesus.
Freaking
Yeah.
aimbot, man.
Aimbot. Plus 15 on attacks. Yeah.
15 hits you for 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And he's going to do the same thing again with some necrotic damage. "19 points of necrotic damage. And I need you to make a con save as well.
God.
Damn, Alfred would be so handy right now.
It's a 5.
Maybe that's who's outside. Oh.
Do you say Tom's feared right now?
He's in the frightened state, yeah.
Does he have to run?
No, disadvantage on all abilities.
Fine.
He just can't move towards.
Great. Our one melee guy can't move towards the target. For fuck's sake.
You feel where he's hit you, a deep sense of coldness. He's hit you, let's say in the shoulder, and you feel that part. And give us an insight if you want to.
Yeah, sure. 20. Why am I rolling so totally meaningless rolls? If I could roll a nice, good save, that would be good, wouldn't it?
You feel the same coldness of this world beyond, the same coldness of the corridor, the same coldness of the fates when they appeared. This kind of creation and I think for all the party, this coldness equates to creation but also destruction.
Okay.
So this kind of power has come into you. Awesome. You've seen his muttered a kind of prayer or a some sort of spell movement beyond the windows. That's the end of Old Man Mindy's turn. We go back to Stanley.
Okay. Good. What am I gonna do? Is there any like remnants of the fire left that of the firebolt out of interest?
Give me a flat luck check. DC 10. You want high?
Hang on, I just wanna roll a d20.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Oh, it's in that one.
Oh, you rolled
Obviously.
an 18.
You rolled an 18
Oh.
first.
Oh, good. An 18.
Yep. Yeah, there's kind of embers around. Yep.
Great. What I'm gonna do. I've got a tinderbox on me. I'm just gonna like throw the tinder at the embers and hope something catches. Does it catch?
Um,
If you want.
yeah, give me a roll for it. So either sleight of hand or a straight attack roll.
Probably dex to throw. Or athletics, yes. Maybe.
Legs. I'll do athletics because I got +7 in that. Oh, it's in that one. Good.
That one.
Oh,
You
fucking
throw
hell.
the tinderbox and it goes past Old Man Mindy, hitting
Oh, good.
some bit, but it doesn't ignite.
Great. Okay, in that case, I cast Misty Step, and I teleport outside the door.
Excellent. Give us a perception as you reach that piazza outside.
This is just a classic start to a fucking battle
fucking hell,
start
man.
session. Now Tom's put himself outside with people who haven't been in the initiative order yet. It's gonna get
Yeah.
more fucked.
You see shadows appearing around the three sides of the piazza square. So you've got Old Man Mindy's on kind of, let's say, on the north side. So on the east, south, and west side, you've got groups of people. There's kind of three, 6, 9. There seems to be 9 people silhouetted at the minute, walking
Okay.
Fucking
walking
9
slowly into the-
people.
Okay, and so they're walking. How, like, have I, based on my perception, do I know like how long I have roughly until they get to me? I assume they're coming towards us.
They're coming towards they seem to be coming towards the shop.
Yeah.
I reckon you've got another round before they're here.
Right.
Maybe 2 rounds, depending on how I roll for them.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna I'll shout. I'll use my like final moment to say like guys, there's more people coming. I think we should get out of here. Guys, I think we better go. There's more people on the way. Get out of there. And yeah, that's my go.
Cool. We go to Archie.
All right, cool. So heeding the words, and despite being shot, I managed to compose myself somewhat. So I kind of am I able to like I would cast inflict wound on it, but like are my hands kind of free to touch the snake?
So the snakes are on the outside of the vase. They've trapped your hands in it. It's kind of like a Chinese finger trap, but for your
I can't really
arm.
so I can't really touch them then.
You can't touch the snakes, but you know a strength check to smash the vase will do it.
Okay, all right. In that case, then I will take a strength check.
Can't wait for that one.
No, wait. Sorry, that's a strength save. Hang on, bear with me. 10. Is that enough to break the vase?
It's enough to break the vase. You've still got the snakes on you,
Yeah.
on your thing, but you've got your hands free and out in the open air, kind of thing. So you smash the
Cool.
bottom off the vase for that.
Sweet. Okay, so now that I can touch and get to snake, I'm gonna cast inflict wound.
Absolutely hits.
Absolutely.
Nice.
So,
Roll damage.
I'm not. It's been a while since I've been able to actually do this. So they take 3d10 necrotic damage.
Come on.
Is it easy if I just roll 3d10? It might be.
Yeah, roll 3d10.
Do they not do their spell save? Out of interest.
Oh yeah, they might do. Yeah.
Well, it just says
just on a hit.
It says yeah, just on a hit.
Just a hit.
I've got it. I had to hit them first. So 6, 5, and 6. Yeah, it's not bad. What?
I
What's that,
honestly
17?
thought that
17?
you'd
Look at
rolled
that as
3d10 at once and you got 6 out of it. And when the first one came through, I was like, that's a joke.
We're done here, boys. We're done.
You
17.
fully get rid of one of the snakes. They fully
fun.
disintegrate.
How many snakes are there?
There's 2 intertwined.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Oh.
Okay. And I start to make my way towards with the movement I've got, kind of with a snake, kind of
Yeah, with a snake there. Yeah.
turning to mush.
Try and become friends with it.
I'm frantically running towards the door.
Well, I'm
Oh,
going to say
a
you
snake.
get to the door. Yeah, door's open still because Stanley's there. You get to the door.
Archie, keep the
Anything
snake.
else?
So was that Alex?
Anything else?
No, I think no, that's it. So I get to the door and I say, all right, like let's get out of here. And then someone help me with this goddamn snake.
Oh. Try and choke it.
Awesome. We go to Tony.
I'm going to cast Fireball. Or, in fact, sorry, I'm going to have another look around, do another investigation check to see if I can see if anything's going to shoot me again if I move.
It was a perception.
Oh, sorry, I did investigation.
Yeah,
Ooh,
again,
8.
you can't.
No
can't.
idea.
Oh,
Cool.
hello,
I'm gonna
party is watching.
cast Fireball on Old Man Mindy.
Casting fireball. All man Mindy. Roll attack.
25.
That's a hit. That's absolutely a hit. Was that a crit or no?
And no.
Not double.
What the fuck has happened?
It's so weird. Every time you do attack, it then pops up in the chat
Yeah.
as Thomas Sell.
Thomas,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, no, sorry.
nothing.
I'm checking this out to see if I can read the description, but it's obviously not in my compendium.
Okay.
Sorry, it's my bad.
So yeah, Palmer should have got the damage, I reckon.
It hits, and then that's 25 damage.
Come on.
85. Fucking hell. So you see 50 points of damage go into Old Man Mindy, who's knocked back into the counter, knocked back. And we said this in the last episode, actually. Delilah touched one of the walls on the right of the shop and felt a kind of movement to the wall. It wasn't a standard wall. Remember this. You see Old Man Mindy get pelted back, and the back wall of the shop goes back. And only you see this, Tony. And I'm gonna give because oh, hang on, Delilah, you'll face the other way, so you can roll with disadvantage, and
Con check, aren't you?
Archie can roll just a flat perception. So perception for Delilah with disadvantage. Tony, you can do it with advantage because you're actually seeing this.
You want me to do perception?
Yeah. Anyone?
Oh, my
nice.
god.
Nat 20. Okay, let's just honor the Nat 20. So, Nat 20, you see the wall, which looks like a theatre flat. It falls down. It's very thin, and behind it, you see kind of wires. You see, you also see the same machine that you saw back in the world beyond when you picked up Delilah for the first time. That kind of making machine. It's got the kind of outstretched white, milky white, outstretched body. It's got that kind of what you know to be a kind of creation tool. And it looks like this kind of an office building. It looks like a kind of way into this other world.
And
through the
whose
back of the
body?
shop.
Do I know whose body is on it?
It's completely blank, and you can see the motion of the machine. It's at work. It's making
Got you.
something. Awesome go. So Old Man Mindy goes back, crushing the wall back. You see that beyond.
Do I have to con check?
Um,
Oh no,
nope.
because I haven't seen it. Okay.
You haven't seen it. On a nat 20, and I would only do this on a nat 20. All I will say is that the body that is on that machine does not have the same quality as the body you saw when picking up Delilah.
Ooh. So
So-
maybe it's like someone else trying to do body making.
And I'll say that the body in where you've picked up Delilah was white, pure white. This one has imperfections. It's slightly darker. It's doesn't look the same at all.
Right, I see this
Awesome
as well?
turn.
As my
Uh,
bonus action, I'm gonna run away
Excellent.
over to where the rest of
You
the group are, like
moved
outside.
yourself. Then
Martin, can I
I'm gonna
relay that
say-
information, or is that too
Cool.
much?
So I'm gonna say you know you see the machine.
Yeah.
You see the body, but that detail with the
Yeah.
the quality of the body you don't kind of clock it on an 18. Cool. Awesome. Amazing turn from Tony. We go top of the order with Delilah.
Can I
Staying
just
in
double
initiative.
check then? Are we being surrounded on the outside? Like, as in, like, where you're saying the figures are coming from, are they coming from the 3 other locations we would run out of?
Correct. So you've got so the fact that you're choosing to flee now cuts down your it kind of improves your chances because you're only probably going to have to fight 3 of these things coming towards you rather than fighting 9 if they ever reach the shop.
Fine. Yeah, no, I was thinking almost the opposite way. I was going to be like, let's try and go through the place.
Through the shop out the back.
Through the shop out the back.
It's not a bad shout. To
But
be
if
fair.
honest, I don't think Delilah will. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is turn around and look to Old Man Mindy.
Cool. So you turn around and don't see Old Man Mindy. He's gone prone behind the counter. But what you do see, you're going to need to roll a con save for.
Oh no.
And this is really important. This one. Roll. Wow.
I get ripped
Well, I
on
wonder
that.
what happens.
You freeze.
Yep. Well,
Freeze.
I guess the next turn then, guys. Yep. Great. I've shot one of my friends and I'm frozen. Great. All right.
Oh, what a nice person.
We
I can
moved to
imagine
Old
I'm
Man-
like this. I'm just like in, gun out, like drawn, and then frozen.
Cool. What I will say in this moment is you get the same feeling of looking down the barrel of the gun as you did in that bakery with your young daughter. So you get that same you're in the same position, looking down the barrel at some danger that you cannot perceive. Mindy takes his actions to get up, and seeing everyone leaving, what is he gonna do?
Be scared and run away.
Here's it. So, Martin, is Archie out of the door?
No,
Or is he
I assume I
in
got
the
as
door?
far as to the door with Snake in my hand.
So you're still technically in the shop.
Yeah, and I guess Delilah must be right next to me, right? I guess we're both. She's in the doorway as well. As well.
And me.
Delilah's,
I'm probably at
middle of the
the
shop.
I'm probably middle of the shop at the bookcase as you ran by because I had to go round to like see you. I think.
Okay.
Okay, so he's Mindy uttered some words, and can I have another con save, please, from Delilah with disadvantage?
Three.
You are now blinded. A swirl of dust and sand picks up in this space, and you see, and Archie loses sight of Delilah. No damage, but you can't see. Roll for the horde.
The horde doesn't sound fun.
Okay, we go to Stanley. I'll give you a free perception check on people arriving for free.
Great. I'm sure that will be incredibly helpful. No, it won't. It's 3.
Forget about it.
Okay.
Forget about it.
Okay. Wait. So what am I doing? Oh God, what am I doing? Which way? How did we get here? I presume we got here by car, did we?
I think you did, didn't you? From Jordan's.
Yeah. I
Where
I
is
can't
Jordan
remember.
gone? Sorry.
Jordan didn't come with you, I don't think.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I remember.
Yeah. Oh crumbs. Well, I can't remember which direction the car was in. Presumably, it's in one of the 3 directions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say it's whatever, fucking west.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have. Well, the thing is, I can't go back to the shop because I'm frightened. So I don't know what's going inside. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna shout, "Hey guys, I'm gonna try and get back to the car. Like, come as quick as you can."
I'm right behind you.
I don't-
Stan- I'm right behind you, Stanley.
I don't know that fucking Delilah's blind at this point. So yeah, I guess I head west. How close am I? Can I get to the 3 figures that are
You can dash as well, I guess. So
Are you
blocking?
saying you don't need the dash?
I don't need the dash. Great. Well, with my very few hit points, I'm going to run and I'm going to attack the 3 that are in front of me.
Excellent.
All 3 of them.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to attack 2 of them, I guess.
Get that shot played out.
What? Sorry, what exactly are they, Alex?
So, as you get closer to them, these are beings you've never seen before. These are thin beings that have quite oddly well-defined muscular features. They're quite well off in that department, but they're not wearing anything from the waist up. And what they are wearing are kind of tattered cloth-like rags that are kind of put together from offcuts of clothes. These are kind of they're not fully clothed in the sense and they're barefoot, for example. They look to have been give me an insight into this, just to get this.
Hey, Stanley, or all of us?
Just Stanley.
Do you know, I just realised something else I could have done. I'm an asshole. I should have done that instead. Oh God. 12.
I'm thinking now.
Um,
Technically, Do they come under those check? I'm just wondering how that works. Because if it's like a certain check, technically an inside check is like an intelligence check, isn't it? Or I might have a quick Google of that because I don't know if he gets it on that. But let me double check.
Disadvantage on all ability checks and attack checks currently.
Oh,
while
I've
it's in the line of sight. So you're no longer frightened because you cannot see Old Man Mindy.
Oh,
So you-
lovely. That's good.
You're no longer frightened.
Ooh.
Okay.
You still cannot heal though. That's the important thing.
Yes. Thank you. I'm aware.
So on that insight, I'm gonna say these guys are not from New York.
Okay, good. Okay. Right. So let me hang on a second. Let me just remember what this is again. Oh fuck. Okay, and I've already run up to them, haven't I?
You're within melee range.
Yeah. Oh, I should have done that already. That's 10 minutes. Okay, can't do that anyway. Don't worry about it. All right. Fuck it. I'm attacking one of them. Whichever's
Excellent.
close.
Excellent. We'll call it number
Great.
1. 1 of 3.
One of 3. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Also, just to let you know, I've checked. So, when we use enhance ability in game, it goes for any check involving that ability. So technically, right now, anything, and I have checked, con is actually in there as well. Anything including all 6 of your things that involves any type of skill check, even in your like stealth, survival, perception, you get advantage for the next hour, and your attacks.
Oh, nice.
Because they count as strength checks.
Oh, lovely. Oh, okay,
Your
well,
roll-
definitely.
Yeah, roll again in case of crit.
Oh, because I get advantage.
Yeah.
Lovely. Oh, it is a crit.
Amazing. Roll damage.
So it said 7 plus 3 bludgeoning. So then that would then be 20. However, I'm also going to with my bonus action use Thunderous Smite. So that means the weapon rings with thunder. So a huge crash of thunder happens. Maybe that's scary. I hope it is. It might be reaching, but I'm in trouble. So so it is what it is. Okay, yeah. So that's then plus an additional 2d6. So plus 6 more damage. So it does 26 damage.
Oh,
And then
How do you want to do this? The first one.
yeah, well, I mean, I guess I swing my bat, and it hits with like I guess it's a bright flash, like lightning.
Bright
and
flash happens. You
Yeah.
concave the skull in as it hits the ground. Yeah. Have you got anything else before I continue?
Well, I have an additional attack, so I'll probably make that if I haven't, scared them off with my original attack.
So you haven't scared them off, but they both failed the save horribly.
Okay.
They are
Yeah.
both in the frightened state as you were with Old Man Mindy.
Okay, so they get disadvantage, so I might be okay. I'm still going to attack them because I guess I need to try and clear a path for my team. So I will attack the second of them. I guess I get with advantage again. Yes, 20 hits.
20 does, yeah.
Great. And that does 9 damage. And then I'm going to do that with Divine Smite, because that does not count as a bonus action or anything. So that does 9 damage plus 2d8.
I love Paladin.
So that does 19 damage to them.
Never leave home without one.
And that is
You see-
radiant damage.
You see, as you hit this one, as he hits the floor, kind of crumbles and dissipates into dust as you slam him down into the floor. The radiant damage absolutely takes you over the threshold that you needed, and so you're left with 1 in front of you.
Okay, yeah, I can't do anything else, so I'm just going to do my best to look fucking terrifying. I mean, I'm like on my last leg, so I probably look pretty deranged anyway. So yeah, I'm going to just like really amp up the frighteningness as much as I can on this guy.
We go to Archie, who I believe is in the doorway.
Yeah, on the doorway, still got a snake on me. Looking at Delilah, I realized Delilah's frozen. Like, come on, Delilah, we gotta go. And I'm trying I try and shake her back. We gotta go. Does that? How does she respond?
So you can't see her at the minute. She's in a kind of whirlwind of sand.
Oh, so I can't. Okay, in that case, then if I can't see her, I'm just freeing. Come on, Tony, we gotta go. Obviously, I imagine Tony's compass mentis. So I open the door and I head towards where Stanley is. I still have a snake on me, right? So as I'm running towards in Stanley's direction to get towards the car, I'm trying to peel the snake off of me.
Great, give us a strength check.
Strength check again. It's
Come
11.
on, Archie.
Please tell me got this snake off me.
Um,
I don't know.
you don't, but it doesn't do you any damage.
Okay. So I'm still running. Well, I'm just going to keep running. I'm still running towards Stanley then, and as I'm running towards him, obviously I see that there's another one of these creatures blocking presumably the way.
Yeah. So you as you run towards Stanley, you see 2 flashes of light as he decimates 2 of them in front of you. The kind of half-bloodied police uniform. Yeah, you catch up to Stanley, and you've got 1 in front of you.
Okay, do we still have an action then? Was a free mistake a bonus action?
I'll give it you as a bonus. Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to then just cast banishment on the last guy. I was like, get out! I was like, at this point I'm enraged because I got a snake on me and it's all going to shit. So I'm just like, get out of my way, and I cast banishment on him, just to get this last guy out. So the remaining figure now needs to attempt a charisma save. So I guess the charisma check will be against my DC, which is well, my wisdom's 18, right? Does that mean he'd have to roll an 18?
He rolls
Uh,
a 10.
I think it would.
Oh no, DC would be
attempt to-
15. Wouldn't it? DC would be 15, wouldn't it? So make a charisma saving throw or be banished for a minute.
Yeah, he fails to save.
So he's gone. He's got that.
Well-
That'll send that guy to another dimension.
What does it look like as he banishes? What do you do with your with your snake around your wrists?
Well, in my head, it was like a push. Like I just went, I'm just like, get out of my way. I don't quite know how I'm doing it, but like I push him back, and as he pushes, it's almost like it's like a little puff of smoke comes out of nowhere, and almost like a little tear in the air, kind of like a little slit in the air and like around it, it's a bit distorted. And he just goes, and I'm a bit taken aback. I'm like, whoa.
He goes. You feel a kind of coldness in the air as he goes into that other plane of existence. Awesome and you've cleared your way for your party. We'll just say, Delilah, is it still in Old Man Mindy's shop? But we go to Tony, who is outside at the minute.
No,
Inside
I'm
the
right
shop,
at the door on the inside, yeah.
at the door.
Could I do like an investigation check to have like a hunt around for Delilah?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, a
Yeah.
wind is picked up, and there's yeah, you absolutely know that she's in the middle of this kind of whirlwind.
Cool. I'm gonna head towards the middle of it, and like grab her by the shoulder and be like, "Come on, Delilah, we gotta go." And then I'm gonna like obviously recognize that she just like gives no response. I'm gonna like wave my hand in front of her face, like the usual shit. And then I'm just gonna
You-
cast Tensor's floating disc, just like push her back onto it. I expect her to be like just completely rigid, holding her gun, like a toy figure, and she's just like lied on it backwards. And I'm just gonna like run out to the rest of the guys. And obviously, it like follows me
Give
after
me
a
a
certain.
strength check just to get through the sand.
Oh shit! Come on! Oh, 18.
Makes it through.
This man,
Makes
this
it
man.
This man today.
Puts Delilah onto the disc. Then what?
I'm just gonna run out the shop, and obviously it will just like follow me after like 20 feet or whatever, up to the rest of the guys.
Excellent. So you don't get quite as far as them, but you get kind of halfway level with the fountain in the middle of the piazza. You've got Delilah on the disc behind you. Awesome. We go top of the order, Delilah. Con save, please.
12.
Sorry, no. Still in shock, still in kind of blackout mode.
It's been a fun one, guys.
We-
It's been a fun one.
You see old man Mindy in the shop. You're all out of it. He stands and goes back to his kind of resting position, blood oozing from wounds, embers still there, and kind of goes back to a kind of stasis as you move away from the shop. Give us a perception if you like, if you're going to look around, but I think most of you are kind of fleeing. But if anyone wants to kind of turn and look around,
I'm still dealing with a snake.
Have a gander.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice, nat 20. I guess so. I'm trying to see like what oh, Harrison also got a nat 20.
What's going on?
So I guess
What's going on?
Okay, so for me personally, I'm not looking at old man Mindy because I guess I'm probably still frightened of him. So I don't want anything to do with that. So my like main concern is like, are the figures still there? Are they still moving towards us? That's what I'm looking for.
excellent.
Yeah.
The figures have stopped
Okay.
in place.
Okay.
Double nat 20s. Honestly, okay. These figures have been made. They are not of this world. They have been made, and I'm not saying, and it's not in the same way that you have been made. I think there is a kind of apart from Delilah, there's a kind of agreement here that you have a creator of some sort.
Yeah.
These on a double nat 20, you understand that someone has tried to replicate the process of making people using tools that they don't understand, and therefore the end product has resulted in whatever this is. Kind of something has gone wrong, the kind of rot in the world.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Cool. Are we still in initiative order, or is initiative ended now?
Initiative has ended now.
Okay. Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty fucking beat up. I think we should just get the hell out of here. Get back to Jordan's, regroup. What I don't know. What do you say?
Did you find what you're looking for, Stanley?
Fuck no.
Oh wait, hang on. Sorry, have I still got a snake on me? Can I get?
You still have, yeah, you still have a snake on
Hey,
you.
try and tame
Hey
it.
guys, do you guys?
Try and
do you
tame
guys
it.
So
know-
I grabbed the snake and tried to wrench it off.
Give us a strength check.
Yeah.
I want to tame it.
Good advantage, isn't
okay.
it, strength?
I do have advantage on strength, and I've also got like pretty good strength. So hopefully we can get this fucking snake off of him. Yeah, 17. Come on.
17, you break the head, it kind of snaps into rubble, and
Yeah.
you manage to get free.
I do like a really girly like. Ugh, like
Nice.
yeah.
Um,
Did you not find what you're looking for there, Stanley?
No, I have no idea what to think about that, and frankly, I don't know. My head's still. I think I need a minute or 24 hours
Well-
because I'm feeling pretty fucked up right now.
Delilah, I need to tell you something about what I saw back there.
Delilah's still asleep.
Oh,
I think Delilah's frozen. So.
Yeah,
Can we
she's
not-
still frozen on
can we
the.
not get Delilah unfrozen?
I'm gonna just like as soon as Archie like goes to like speak to her, I'm just gonna like deactivate Tensor's disc and she's just gonna like drop on the floor. It's only like a foot off the floor, so she
think I've
probably won't take any damage. Which is
I think I've
kind
got
of a
something
bit
that
of
might help
that
with
now,
this.
but-
I
Okay.
inject her with something with what I would usually use, I guess, like a health thing with a bit of adrenaline in.
Yeah, give
Sure,
us
go
a.
ahead.
You can give us either an Arcana or a medicine check.
I think we
It's
medicine.
probably going to medicine it.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
a bit med. 15.
On a 15, Delilah comes round. She's no longer rigid. Comes round, but in a kind of shocked state.
Yeah, I reckon my last moment was ready to pull the trigger, so I reckon I'm coming out, ting, like, and I'm firing ahead, I guess.
Yep. Which is into the air, really, isn't it?
I
on
assume
your
so.
back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful there, go.
Where are we? Were we not in the, where's the shop?
We're not in the shop anymore, Delilah. You were put under some kind of spell or like a big
A
sand
spell?
dune kind of
Like
boosts you up.
juju?
Like yeah, you could call it that. Sometimes I wish what's his name, Alfred was here. He was much better explaining these things than I was.
How did I get here?
Well, Tony's kind of responsible for that one.
Tony, you saved me?
Actually, kind of like a team effort.
I didn't save you.
I kissed
It
Tony
was
on the
more
mouth.
of a. I'm gonna like.
As
I'm
is-
gonna like. Push her away, like turn around and just start like retching.
Well, thanks. Well, thanks, Tony. And I put the gun on the back. Not had that reception
my-
before.
While I'm like retching into the floor, I'm gonna like notice the like snake and be like, oh, and then be like, that'll make a nice pair of boots, and I'm just gonna like grab it and put it in my pocket.
You
You
grab
live
the.
snake.
No, it's dead.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's
I
also
actually ripped his
made
head
of
off.
ceramic pots. It's like a
Oh,
enchanted
see.
thing. It's
I
not
thought it
a
was
yeah.
I think it turned into a real snake when he touched it. Oh, okay, that's a
Sadly
letdown.
not.
Delilah, did you happen to see that machine back there? The ones with the creature
Machine?
in white. The machine, yeah. Did you see that?
I'm trying to think if the word machine is... I guess you'd refer to as a train as a machine. You mean like a train?
No, not the train. The thing that had
Contraption.
the contraption. The device.
That's def-
Did you see the
Two more words that just wouldn't go like device. No, I didn't see no contraption.
Did you see the figure that looked
A
like
water wheel?
milky
Or a
white?
windmill?
You're saying more things that I don't understand. Milky windmill? Is that what you just said? I'm looking for a milky windmill.
No.
Seen a
good.
water wheel before?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
no, I
they
know what a
use for
windmill
making
is.
Flour.
Yeah, like what the
Well,
Dutch
there you go
have.
then. It's like that. That's a contraption. That's a machine.
Perfect. I get that. I didn't see that. The last thing I saw was old man Mindy, you said, and then it went dark, and then I'm here.
Right. I explained to Delilah what I saw, and I explained that's kind of how she was made.
Is he explaining how I was made?
Yeah.
What happens to me as he's?
Give me a con save.
Yeah, I was expecting that. Great, 11.
Great. Sorry, you didn't shoot me.
I think depending on how the thing is delivered, I'll give you advantage on the con save. I think. How is Archie doing this? Is he being very blunt, or is he?
Well,
being...
he's not. He's being quite clinical, quite matter of fact. Perhaps not. He's not the best at talking to the ladies. So,
But he does have that kind of doctor, bearer of bad news about him. So he does have that. I'm going to say, yeah, on a 19. I think still in battle mode, still in kind of rogue gunslinger mode. You steel yourself to this new information.
Yeah, I think I guess I guess I'm sat when he's giving me this information, and I'm like, I've kind of got maybe the drawing of my daughter in my hands as I'm like mulling over what he says. Now, how in detail have you gone, Archie? I just out of curiosity, like, am I questioning my life at this point?
I've gone into. I'll give you detail. You now know how the sausage is made. I'll
Yeah.
also caveat by telling the group that I think that the quality of what I saw there was less than Delilah. It's not like you, Delilah. Like, it's like you, but less than. And I'm starting to wonder that I don't think they're made by these gods. Perhaps some of us now have the ability to make each other. I don't quite understand it, but there was something off back there. The quality was subpar.
So, I'm not real.
Well, I think real's a relative term, Delilah. I mean, you know less real than I am, but you know more real than
What about Lily?
Who the fuck is Lily? I don't know who is Lily.
I don't know. We should.
My daughter.
I don't know. We should wait
Oh,
until
I
Stanley
don't
gets
know.
back to carry on this conversation.
Yeah, fine.
But yeah, I explained that she was real and she's real to you, and just as every patient I've ever saved, they are real to me because it means something to you.
I think she's quite hardened, like in her like fortitude. I think I would take like the sharp edge of my hand axe and run it along my palm.
What, to make yourself bleed?
To make myself bleed.
And
Done that
to
before.
see what comes out.
My aim is to like understand like it like I still bleed, or like I just want to like I guess I'm just checking like more as a just to feel like I'm real, and like I don't know, I think that's just what she would do in the moment, is to like, she's quite hard and she would take like a cup from her palm and just to see the blood.
Could
7
I
points of
use-
damage.
7.
7. Oh my god.
7. I'm clinical
Could
with it,
I-
mate. I'm
Could I use
fucking
minor
clinical.
illusion to make the
And then
same thing look
I'm
like
al-
it happens to me?
you want to do the same thing?
No, I want to use minor illusion to make it look like the same, like I do the
Okay.
same thing to me, just to prove a point that everyone can look like they're bleeding. It doesn't mean it's real.
Oh, beat man. I'm also gonna
Write that
say
down.
with I'm also gonna say that Delilah takes one level of exhaustion from the kind of
Oh, fair enough.
being up and coming back, but not really coming back, and now hearing this. So you've got disadvantage on ability checks.
Great. Fucking sick. Yeah, so I guess I do that and squeeze my fist. see blood, and I looked at what Tony's doing, and I guess I understand, but like I guess I'm still in disbelief. Like I'm not taking on board half of what I'm saying. I'm questioning my life, but still prioritizing Lily's. I'm under the understanding that like my life might not mean anything, but hers still does. So,
Cool. They're not cool, but you know, you get that. You get to the car, and I think Jordan drove you here. Am I right in thinking that? She dropped you off?
Something like, well, then why wouldn't she have come with us? But maybe she had something else to do.
unless we sent her off somewhere else, I would assume she would have come with
Yeah.
us. But oh
So
no, I
let's-
definitely spoke to her in the car.
So she's waiting for you. She's waiting. As far as she knows, you're gonna go and pick something up at Old Man Mindy's and be right back. So
We're coming out
Uh,
tattered. Like
she's
blood.
waiting by the car. What the hell happened to you?
Don't ask.
Joy.
I get in the front seat.
You don't want to know.
I'm gonna sort of
Fuck.
just like really smugly just to climb into the back, completely unscathed. Don't look. Actually, not
What,
completely unscathed. I
what-
took my damage, didn't I?
You got a bolt in the side. mate.
It's 9 damage, man. It's only 9. Friggin' Stanley is dead nearly.
I'm hoping it's still in you, and you're like, oh!
Shit, Stanley, you
Oh,
look like
did I leave
you've
that
you taking some real hits there. Do you what how are you feeling? Where do you want to go?
I honestly, I can't remember the last time I felt this terrible. I feel like I've gone, 15 rounds with Turner. Hey, callback.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll get you
I
catch up.
want to go home. I need a bath and I need a long night's sleep, preferably. Although, I expect I'll be having nightmares about old man Mindy tonight.
Let me
Well,
just have a
whatever.
look at your arm there. Right, and she looks over at him. Right, and you see her face drop a little bit. We need to get you back to mine. Right, and you're all in the car, and you see she like steps on it, and gets you back.
Oh no.
You see on the way back, she calls in to a kind of bar. She runs out. She goes, "I'll just be right back. You stay here." She runs out. She's not in there for more than a minute. She comes back. And she continues foot down through red lights. It's middle of the day. Through red lights back to her place. Right, we've got to get you in. Wolfsheim's on his way. And she kind of like keeps checking on you. She goes, "Are you feeling all right, Stanley? You still here with me?" And you're feeling okay. Like you're feeling bloody, but
Yeah.
you're like
I think so. I mean, I felt a little cold when I first got hit, but otherwise, I'm doing all right, I think.
all right. Okay. And she's saying to you guys, "Don't worry," but it's making you a little bit worried about how much she cares about this.
Should I be worried, Jordan?
No, it's over. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. You just lay. There's a chaise longue over there. You just knock yourself out. How you doing? How you doing? You all right?
Jordan, are you real?
I'm as real
I
as
start
they come.
like touching her face and like trying to like touch the
Hey,
skin.
whoa, Delilah, there's no need for that. I see you've. All right, you just sit down in your chair. Just sit down. There, just it's fine. You want something to drink?
Yeah, bourbon.
All right. And she kind
Lots of it.
of she also she does like a round of drinks for you guys, which magically heal everyone apart from Stanley.
Fuck's sake.
Seven points of hit points you get back from these drinks. Stanley, you feel a kind of numbness to this healing. How many hit points you on, by the way?
10. I'm on 10
On
Out of how
10.
many?
out of 61 plus 8 additional temporary hit points.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Surely Archie can have a go on him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you
Excuse me?
want to have a go,
Excuse
yeah.
me.
Hey, Jordan. I don't know. I don't think my drink was mixed right or something. Yeah, I'm not feeling nothing.
You're not feeling nothing. Okay. Have you got any So she pulls Archie aside as she's making the drinks and goes, do you have any kind of remove curse kind of magic to your healing ability?
I'm afraid I don't really. That's not if it's a physical wound or disease, I'm sure of it. But anything any healing of a magical nature, I'm not. So
Okay.
you might be best to speak to Stanley about that one.
You don't even hear him come in. You see Wolfsheim, this famous Wolfsheim, for the first time. You see a man has never looked more like a wolf in his face. The kind of very pointed nose, very hairy in terms of like the very beardy, but also long dark hair. He's wearing a kind of hooded coat, and he's carrying a black briefcase with him. He kind of comes in and instantly clocks you, Stanley, and goes, right, is this the one? You've been hit, have you? Okay. And he starts inspecting you and kind of goes, where did you get hit?
Kind of all over, Mr. Shine.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty fucked.
Okay. Give me a history check.
I was just telling you, I still have advantage because
Yeah.
it's not been paper out yet. 18. Hey!
Oh.
Thank God for that.
Woohoo!
You know Wolfshine to be one of the criminals in New York City, heavily involved in kind of big drug movements in the city.
Yeah.
You
Dude,
also
what's like anything about his kind of relationship to the Gophers at all?
sure.
Is there any?
Yeah, so he doesn't have a connection with the Gophers. He does have a connection to the kind of uber rich of this world. So he has a connection to Jay Gatz, who you've met. He's friends with Jordan Baker. Obviously, has a line to him, and
Yeah.
you kind of get the sense that he is the kind of puppeteer behind those wealthy individuals. That he
Yeah.
sits. He's kind of the Dominic Cummings of this world. He's kind of like the guy who doesn't necessarily show his wealth, but has that political power within these, within this city.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, Mr. Shine, is look, I'm gonna come clean. I'm a cop.
I know
But
who you are.
oh, of course you do. Why am I not surprised? Yeah. How is it you know what to look for here?
Let's just say some secrets are better left unspoken, and I'll reveal all. I need to get this fixed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my life is in your hands, Mr. Shine. I just want to make clear if you if you mess with me or anything, these guys and gals in the room we'll have them to answer to. All right.
I'm not sure I could mess you up more than you already are messed up.
Now, would you mind
Point
if I
taken.
watch Mr. Shine and took notes? I'd really like to learn more about this type of healing you're about to perform.
He kind of grunts. He kind of doesn't say yes, or you can't really tell if it's a yes or a no. He give us an insight.
18.
He is he has the same appearance of like a consultant who has his own way of healing people, and you know he won't tell you to back off, but he's definitely not going to invite you in to watch this kind of specific healing. And I'll give you one more flat insight. Or I'll give you a flat medical check to see if you can see what he's doing medically.
Okay. 18 again.
Yeah. Okay. I'll see what I'll tell you what he's doing.
As he's doing that, just so I'm saying, I think Delilah drags a chair along the floor and like spins it forward and like does one of the things where she sits on it back to front, and I'm just like sat like this, like staring at Stanley and Wolfshine as closely as possible, just like.
Cool. Give me insight with advantage.
Well, thank God you said advantage. 17.
Cool.
I'm more like pacing him. I don't really care about the medical stuff per se, just more like him and like what he's doing to one of my boys.
Cool. I think on that insight, you get the sense that this guy is a nomad like yourself, and you get a kind of kinship with this character of like, this is someone who is on the wrong side of the law but gets away with it, and is a kind of power unto themselves. You kind of get that feeling from them. Stanley lies there on that chaise longue, he does feel a kind of it's weird because you wouldn't expect a reversal of this to be hot. It's actually cold as well. It's the kind of coldness that comes over you. And his hand touches your shoulder. He kind of rips open a kind of clearing to get on your skin. And he gives you a silver. He reached into his briefcase and gives you a silver. It looks like a bullet. It's like kind of quite chunky. It's a pill type thing. He goes, "I need you to swallow this."
I guess I trust him, but I'm gonna make an insight check.
I'm watching.
Just see if I can. It's a 20, so
yeah,
I don't know.
You can trust this guy. I think this guy has no other reason to be here other than to save you, and the kind of stress on Jordan's face.
Yeah.
As she's watching over this. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Shine. All right, Mr. Shine. You're the good doctor. I'll take it.
As you take it, you regain 10 hit points. And your condition of whatever it is stabilizes. So you are now able to heal. Like mechanically speaking, you're now able to heal. You feel similarly to what you did before Old Man Mindy's. You're still not full health or anything close to it, but you do get the sense that whatever he's done has removed some element of whatever happened with Old Man Mindy. You're gonna have to sleep on that. No lactose, no and no green vegetables. It's a weird thing, but they'll
All right.
mess you.
Damn it! I was planning on having peas and cream for dinner. I guess
Yeah.
I'll.
Lay off the custard.
All right.
And he kind of clicks the briefcase back up, looks to Jordan as a kind of like knowing look. And as he leaves, kind of says, I'll meet you at Campbell's, same time. All right, okay. And you see him leave. You're left with Jordan.
How you
Campbell.
feeling,
What,
Stanley?
what does he mean by that, Jordan?
Campbell's is the bar that I stopped at. It's where we do business, where he does business.
Well, hang on a second. Yeah, well, now I'm feeling a little bit better, and I do need to go to sleep soon, please, everyone, because it's been a hard day for me. What how do you know Wolfshine? What, and why would he help me and us? What does he know? I don't know. Can you just tell me a bit about Wolfshine, Jordan?
So this is gonna sound melodramatic, maybe a bit theatrical, but we believe that this power, this whatever has happened to you, is prevalent all over the city. He's had several run-ins with this type of injury, and so Wolfshine and I go way back with my friend Jay, who I believe you've met, and she points to Archie. You were at his party, you got his invitation. Right? You met Jay Gatz.
Which one was he again at the party?
Well, you'd have known if you'd have met him. I actually don't think you've met him. Actually, I think that's the point of your session 0. You actually didn't meet Gatsby, which is canon that you don't meet Gatsby at his own party. You met Tom Buchanan in the fight. I remember.
They ran away.
Yeah, the one who had a fight with Mr. White, I believe, in an all-white suit, an all-white car. So you'll have known Jay Gatz, the name at least, as a kind of high roller. Yeah, so we go way back. Wolfsheim actually helped me wake up, in the sense. We've been. He's a kind of scientist, if you like, and I trust him with my life. He enabled me to go to the world beyond and wake up voluntarily, and yeah, and that's it. And so we've been seeing this kind of injury more and more. I hesitate to say that you already know that this is not a good thing. This is not a normal injury.
No.
Services are going to be in demand, Jordan. Jordan, what do you make of this? And I explained to Jordan again the machine that I saw, and that fact that it's subpar. And obviously, I relate the fact that she was the one who took us to the original one where we found Delilah. So I basically explained exactly what happened, and that I also believe that it's a subpar version, and I pose the theory that I think that perhaps some of us, what I call flesh bags, have gained the ability to create versions of ourselves. What, have you heard of this before?
Yeah. And you're not going to believe this. When I was following you before the circus, I didn't quite want to believe what I saw, but it's I saw some by the factories.
You saw what by the factories?
You know, when you looked at the bodies, did they have a kind of bluish, translucent quality to them?
Yeah, they were milky.
Yeah, I guess Tony, you saw with much better detail than us. I believe you got a real good look, didn't you?
They just weren't made to the same standard as the ones we saw on the other side. They were
Right,
like
right.
yeah,
Yes.
rubbish.
To be clear, what I've learned is that we all start off with the white underneath, the kind of that pure white, and she goes into the kind of the ability, and yeah, it's pure white, and then they add the skin and the detail that makes us who we are. I've seen what you're describing by Mola's factory. I only saw one or two. They were on the kind of outskirts of. They weren't in the main port, but Wolfshine has also seen and heard reports of the same injury a couple of blocks away from the factories. Did you see any when you were at the factory? You went in, right? You went all the way in.
Well, no, we kind of got a bit distracted and went to the factory. We didn't quite get what we were looking for
Yeah,
there.
we
We
didn't
were
get
looking
what
for
we
we were
wanted.
looking for an old friend.
What did you find?
We found bodies, dozens of them,
Yeah, loads of them.
and it looked like they were being repurposed, remade, but we weren't really sure to what end.
If you had to put a number on it, how many would you say? We talking double figures, triple figures?
Double figures.
Double figures.
Might even be triple, to be honest. The big warehouse.
Give us a history check.
All of us?
Yeah.
7. Let's
not me.
go.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Which I know
On a
what
nat 20. So you go back to that the time with that map, the holographic map,
Yeah.
and the concentration of beings at Mauler's factory. And
Okay.
I'm gonna say now it's no more than 100, but it's definitely double figures.
There's quite a lot. Fuck. Okay, yeah, it's I remember from the map. It's gotta be around 100 of these things in that factory.
So, in answer to your question, why we're asking you, why we're trying to help you, if you asked just a normal person who didn't have our awareness, they'd think we were mad, right?
Yeah. Okay, so
You're looking at me like on a cello.
Just looking at poor Delilah's face is enough. She's one of the stronger ones. Look at what it's done to her. We've got to raise an army, and it looks like it's gonna be. I mean, if the Fates could have found a solution to this, they'd have done it already, right? They would like to keep this world in order on a strict routine timeline. They wouldn't have allowed this virus, this cancer on the world. They wouldn't have allowed this to happen. something is out of control. I can feel it.
And we
So-
don't know. You don't know nothing about what caused it or who's creating these things.
I got my suspicions, but again, you're not gonna like it. You particularly are not gonna like it.
Well, come on, out with it. It's not helping no one, us not knowing.
It's only Madden.
Fucking only Madden again.
Only
What do
Madden.
you mean?
Wait.
What do you mean it's only Madden?
Wolfsheim. Last time we were in, Wolfsheim saw him on a table. He's learned an ability, a way to come back. It's someone's helping him for sure. But this is got Oni Madden all over it. I'm sorry,
why-
Salmon.
But only Madden's one of us, isn't he? And when I say one of us, I mean, he was made. He's not one of the he's not working with the fates. Why would he be programmed to
Or
do
is
that?
he?
Didn't we kill the original Oni Madden?
We killed the version of him.
So maybe
I'll be honest.
there's a new version that's been brought back with different programming.
Well, the thing is, sorry, go on, Jordan.
Tony, I'm not sure he's been brought back from the fates. I think he's brought himself back.
So y'all saying you already killed this man?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
killed him. Look, I've known Oni
Beat
Madden
his
for.
head in and crushed his skull, I think. It's probably quite an accurate description.
And we think he's brought himself back from the dead.
Yeah.
There's always Oni's always been rotten in his very bones. That was true before I knew about the fates. There's a malice in Oni that I believe can corrupt almost anything. So, Jordan, if you think it's Oni, I'm inclined to believe that that's possible.
Well,
I would have to agree as well.
let's just
I
think about
you
this for a
might be
second.
right.
Only Madden was head of the Gophers, right? And then when he was
Right.
killed, Alfred then became the de facto leader of the Gophers. But Alfred ain't Alfred no more. We lost Alfred, and now we got this new guy who probably doesn't know that he's the leader of the Gophers anymore. Which means only Madden might be right back leading the biggest gang in New York again. He just filled that power vacuum that he left when you killed him, Stanley.
Which I think, we all know we've got our drives. I think if Oni Madden's drive is to lead the biggest gang in New York, he's
Going straight back to it. Tony, you've still got contacts with the Gophers, right? I mean, you still got.
I do, yeah. I think we might maybe go and pay Oni a visit. What do you reckon?
What happens if you
Well-
remember y'all killing him?
We can't take her with us because she is gonna fucking shoot somebody.
Well, I've never hunted for ghouls or ghosts before, but I'm ready.
Well, what
And you're
about,
not funny today.
What about why don't we see if we can just get word to Clift? You remember that guy? He was around in the Gophers. Maybe we just get a lay of the land from him. We can just say we've what can we say? Oh, Tony, you can just say you're trying to get in touch with Alfred and just say it's been a while and
Yeah, that's a great
I get
idea.
the lay of the land a bit because Oni's. I mean, if what we think about Oni is true, then he's got an army. And he's going to be dangerous.
Think-
So
If we're gonna speak to Slift, we need to speak to Miles as well and see if he can see if Oni's body is still on the other side.
I mean, to speak to Miles, I think we'd have to go in, right? Because I don't
Get
think
on that. Where's the
You've got
mirror
the mirror.
gone?
You've still got the
I
mirror.
thought Archie had the mirror.
do we. I'm sure there was
We-
something about the mirror.
Oh, you've got
That's-
it.
That
I'll
He
still
just
got
got
the
hung up on.
I think we've got
Yeah,
it, but
he's got
didn't
hung up
Miles
on.
say he's no longer going to use it or something? I think Miles said that's it now.
I thought you
I
just hung
think.
up.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, he did just hang up. You know.
Okay.
Well,
Get on the mirror. Speak to Miles. Get him to have a look for Oni. If you can't find him, then we'll speak to Sliff.
Okay.
And like,
So let's. I
Stanley
think.
says, get the lay of the land, whatever the fuck that
Yeah.
means.
well,
Let's call it a night, and then tomorrow we'll get in touch with Miles, and Tony, you can reach out to Slift, and we'll see what we come up with.
Sounds
I'm
good to
just
me.
thinking of a new angle here. Now, the biggest threat to Oni and his position, if he is back being head of the Gophers, is the Dusters. Do we know what? Do we know what happens? Do you know what's happening with the Dusters at the minute? Maybe it's worth swinging by the precinct, maybe checking in, catching up, seeing what what movements there's been in the Dusters recently. Because last I heard, there was a power struggle between the two, and when shit went down, you know, there was it was all out gang warfare.
Jordan said we need an army.
Maybe who's leading the Dusters now?
Well, that would be Marty Brennan.
Marty
Marty Brennan. What a guy.
Okay. All right.
Y'all didn't kill him either, did you?
No, thankfully.
Alfred
We're not
mentioned it a few
savages.
times.
What do you mean by that?
I'm just saying, it sounds like y'all killed a lot of people.
Well,
We
we had a
quite lot
friend
of
called
people.
Alfred, and you know,
Mainly
I'll
Stanley.
tell you about him one day. He was quite a guy.
Has any
All right.
has any of you thought about this new Alfred Sin? Is he?
I'm gonna go and speak to him. I'm gonna go and have a word. Because if we've got an army, we're gonna want someone who's
Oh,
been
shit,
in
yeah, I
an
don't-
army before.
Uh,
There's anyone
left
who
in the-
knows how to raise an army, it's Alfred.
okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, hang on. So, we got quite a few things to do, haven't we? Okay. So,
Let's
I'm
have
gonna.
a sleep and get started in the morning. Exactly
Okay,
24
no,
hours
wait,
and
wait,
1
wait.
minute.
Okay, hang on, wait. Let's do one job now. Let's contact Miles. Let's contact Miles now, and then tomorrow, Archie and I will go to the precinct, find out if there's any news on the Gophers, find out where Marty Brennan's hanging out. You contact Slift.
Yep, and I'll speak to Alfred.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alfie.
Tony and I will go
Alfie.
to see this Alfred fella.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, you're in for a treat, Delilah. Honestly.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Sounds handsome.
So,
When
okay,
we
so
see Alfred, it has to be Kyle doing this. Talking to himself.
I'll shave half my face.
okay, so let's
He's mine
contact,
now.
No.
No!
contact Miles. Let's see if Miles will answer on the mirror.
Of course he will. He fucking loves us.
Mirror doesn't work.
Oh, what
Fuck.
a bitch.
God damn it, Miles.
As in, he's not picking up, or it just doesn't work.
Effectively, the mirror no longer has a connection to Miles.
Yeah, I thought that was what happened.
He's dead.
So he does. Okay. All right. Fuck it. Let's get some sleep.
Can I? My aim is, as well as before I go to sleep, I want to put like pen and paper out, because what I think I do most evenings, or what she would do is every morning she would try and wake up and draw the face of the man, is from memory. Yeah, that's what I do before bed.
I honestly thought you were going to say, like, put like a tripwire at the door or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Claymore. I was
With a
like,
gun,
fuck
with a
off,
gun
surely
ready.
not.
I have
One of those,
breakfast
like,
for you.
really old-fashioned mousetraps which uses a revolver.
Yeah, Archie brings me breakfast. He gets shot again. Cool.
Sleeps then.
Great. So you all take a long rest.
Exhaustion
Yeah.
Um,
Do I heal normally?
Yes.
gone.
Oh, thank Christ
Boring.
for that. Oh, is the long rest button new? Is that a new thing?
Oh yeah, I didn't see
Oh,
that. Short rest, long rest. Oh, very cool.
Let's go.
nice.
Oh, I'm gonna
Oh,
press that and it
thank
should do my spell slots. It
thank
does do
this
your spell
sweet-
slots. That's very cool.
Oh, marvelous. Good on roll 20. Oh god, what a fucking relief that is.
Ah, great. Second character death was coming.
Yeah, I thought it was as well.
Yeah,
I
I
missed.
fully expected it.
It's quite nice to be frightened because it was like, oh, I can just go. This is
Brilliant.
Yeah.
within.
I thought Delilah
reason.
might die as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah,
she just
as
kept
soon-
getting more and more.
As soon as Martin
Just
was like,
losing
"Oh, I can't see her in
Dante.
the sand," well, bye. I was like, "You fucking
I know,
prick."
fucking the weakest, squishiest person to like walk through sand.
Yeah.
God, he rolled well. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
He's in love with her. I can tell.
okay. Jesus Christ. I guess it's the morning. So we'll. What do we want to do? Do we want to?
I'm gonna go to Alfred. How morning is it?
9 o'clock.
It's too
Okay, I'm gonna go get some breakfast.
Instead
and
of splitting
then
splitting up, I don't think we're not under like a crazy amount of time pressure. Should we? Does it make sense for us to just me and Archie to swing by the precinct? Because all we're going to do really is just check in and find out like if there's any updates or if anyone knows where Marty Brennan is hiding out.
Can we all come to the
And then we can.
precinct?
let's do it. I
Yeah,
can have a look
well,
through
you
the
guys
evidence log if
wait
any
in
good
the
shit.
car for a second, and then we can all go and see Archie because Alfie because obviously last time I'm the person who saw Alfie and talked to him and gave him the card. So it probably makes sense for me to be there,
Yeah.
and then it saves us like splitting up for a day for no reason.
And I have a deputy's badge. I have Martin's badge, Archie's badge. So I feel like I have to come to the precinct.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry.
Out of curiosity, Palmer, do I draw a likable face? Like, do I see a face after my dreams?
Give us a roll with disadvantage, please.
You piece of shit. What roll?
Just D20.
D20. Okay. Oh. Okay, what's the two rolls? A 15 and a 19.
Yeah, no.
Say psych right now.
Just tell me don't roll.
There's a possibility.
Fuck off.
0.
Double that 20. I can't wait for that day.
You.
Tom and I go back to back.
Yeah,
right?
where are you going then? Precinct.
Precinct.
Yeah.
You're greeted with PC Layman. What are you doing here?
So I guess we'll probably do what we did last time, right? Like check my pigeonhole for anything. Didn't last time? Did I get Butcher fired, or is he still the sergeant?
So
Didn't you attempt to just clear his desk?
yeah, you see someone you've not seen before. A kind of fresh faced young chap. He goes, sorry, Captain. I was just clearing the desk. We've had a lot of changeover since the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, sorry, I've been out in the field a lot. I appreciate that's not the most captainly behavior. Pleased to meet you, son. What's your name?
Well, you're really him, aren't you?
What,
and
Harry
you-
Potter? Sorry.
Well, pleased to meet you. I'm PC Gray. But really pleased to meet you. Gosh, we've heard a lot about how you took down Oni Madden in the Cotton Club, and it was taught to us in in the training school.
Oh wow, it's got to the training school already. That's
It's a week
surprising,
ago.
but yeah, thanks. That's well, it's good to hear. Look, we'll look after you here, and you know, if you keep your head down, work hard, you know, I'm sure you'll be captain in no time. Um,
I've learned the Grimes grapple.
oh, excellent. Yeah, that's a good one. Archie, I apologize for taking your badge and giving it to Delilah a little while back, but I think you've done such a stellar job since joining that I'm gonna offer you the opportunity to take the place of PC Butcher as Sergeant Archibald House, if you'll accept the offer.
My God, well, I'd be honored.
Can I be? I've seen like an empty office, and I'm already in there, like with my feet on the desk, like kicked out with the feet up, just like, well, yeah, this will do.
Oh, fucking hell. Just realized Delilah, like, presumably has only ever seen like a tiny little sheriff shack, so this must be pretty overwhelming
Wow.
for
While
for
all this is going on,
That's how the city
I'm
folk
gonna
do it.
go and have a look through like everyone else's pigeonholes and just have like a root around. Can I do an investigation check to see if I like see anything that I wanna?
Yes.
Just
God.
a casino boss just sifting through police mail.
You you don't find anything of kind of interest, or it's quite boring paperwork, but you do get one pending search on the ivory tower. It's a kind of warrant to search, but you only
I'm
find
just
it.
gonna sort of like slip it into my inside pocket.
Cool.
Okay, so hang on. So I take Archie over to the office, and I'm like, oh, it's I see Delilah's been keeping the place warm for you, Archie. We'll get you a new badge as well. Sorry about that, Delilah. This is well, Archie's a sergeant now. Maybe we can find a place.
And I'm a
maybe you can
lieutenant.
no, I
Oh.
don't think you need to know what that is, but you're still a deputy.
Maybe lieutenants. they
yeah.
had army forces.
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
So where's my office?
You don't have one, but don't worry. We'll get you inducted after all of this business is finished. Trust me, it's much better to be a consultant anyway. You get better pay, you know, the benefits and all that kind of. I'm just gonna go fucking make sure Tony is not causing too much trouble. Archie, can you go speak with Layman, and just find out, you know, well, maybe just, you know, explain to him that we've been, you know, investigating the factory, you know, the deaths, and that we're looking to make contact with the Dusters and, you know, see if he can give us any information. That would be awesome.
Yeah, no problem. I'll go
Is
talk
there
to him
anywhere
now.
I can go?
Where's Layman's office?
Oh, down the corridor to the left.
I'm gonna like sort of notice that Stanley's conversation is wrapping up, and I'm just gonna like shift myself around the corner on the hunt for a police badge because Tony doesn't want anyone to know, but he's feeling like a bit left out and not having his own police badge as well. So I'm just gonna like walk down. I imagine they're just like bullpen cubicles, like little boxes, and he's just gonna like scan and see if there's any on any of the desks.
Give it an investigation.
13 again.
You find a visitor's badge.
I'm gonna just like knock out of my way as I'm walking past.
So you knock on Layman's door, and yeah, he gets you in. Yeah, come in. Ah, the doctor. Take a seat. What can I do for you? Hello?
Oh, sorry. I'm in Layman's office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Layman. I'm not. Have we met before, Mr. Layman?
I think we have. I think I was involved in your appointment. Is Commander Layman, please, if you're. And I see you're sergeant. It's Sergeant House.
Well,
Okay.
it's a relatively new promotion. That one. It's there was it was meant to happen before, but there was a delay with the paperwork. But it was under the recommendation of Stanley Grimes.
Okay, Grimes. He's a good man, Grimes. We've you can pass on that we've been appointing him the Grimes grapple has actually made its way into the handbook now. It's famous. You can pass that one on. And he
Yes.
kind of lights up a cigarette and goes, interesting man, Grimes. Never really know what you're gonna do. But in terms of policing, he's a generational talent.
No, he is, and well, that's why I'm actually here to talk to you. Actually, I'm just here to fill you in on what he's been doing.
Oh
He's
yeah.
been leading a team, a very specialized team. And I can't explain all of it to you at the moment, but just doing some really groundbreaking work, and really cleaning up the streets of New York. You know,
What's the operation called?
it's called Operation Sin.
Operation Sin. Weird title, but I'm sure Grimes has his ways.
Listen,
Okay.
we're gonna need we're doing a little bit of background research actually, which is why we're here. Can you give us any reports that's happening with the Dusters or the Gophers at the minute?
Dusters or the Gophers? Yeah, we've got stacks. He points towards a kind of bookshelf. It's like Dusters and Gophers. So what do you want to know?
Well, you know what? I'll just take it all.
You
It's
want to take
part
it
of
all?
it's part of Operation Sin. Yeah, we need full access to those files at the minute.
Right, I'll get Baker in here and you can make a start.
Baker?
Huh?
Is that Baker?
Baker, yeah, we had to look. You'll have to let Grimes know. It's unfortunate. I know that they were close, him and Butcher, but we've had to let Butcher go because of yeah, something came through.
Oh, Grimes would be devastated. Right. Okay. Well, yeah, you
Gross
get
misconduct.
Baker on that, and I'll start sifting through the reports. We'll report back to you in a minute.
Okay, you can actually use Grimes' office. He's not been in a while. You can use it across the hall.
All right. Yeah, have Baker bring all the reports in there, and I'll start sifting through.
And that happens. You get kind of case files of like sightings and intel on both gangs.
Amazing.
Cool. I guess I'm at this point. I probably have like wrangled Tony,
Yeah.
and so I'm gonna like
with
head
the,
to
with
my
the
office.
Grimes grapple.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna sort of get everyone kind of gathered in my office so we can kind of talk through next steps, and I guess yeah, I guess I'll discover what.
I'm gonna can I do a little investigation check to see if there's a spare badge in Grimes' office as well.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Oh. No,
Honestly,
not a
honestly,
what a
just
joke.
get fucked.
What
Get
a
like this is
joke.
ridiculous.
What's wrong with
What are
that?
you looking for
God.
specifically?
Police badge.
You go in and find Grimes's old police badge.
Oh, I'm gonna take that. You're right.
Can I? Is there a
Do I
way?
know-
Oh, sorry. Go on.
On a 9, do I notice him take the badge?
No.
No.
Of course you
Oh,
don't. You're not that good a
honest.
detective.
I think whilst
I'm
those guys are doing
snap.
that, I'm probably going around to like different detectives and them giving them like sketches of like my daughter, just to be like, hey, if y'all ever see this little girl, give old Delilah a shout, and I start handing them out, and then I guess I don't really. Do I notice anyone like going through like paperwork or files like in a cabinet? Because I assume I haven't probably seen a cabinet like that before.
Yeah, give us an investigation
-1.
or perception.
13.
There's lots of paper here. There's kind of lots of hustle, and also lots of things you haven't seen or are used to.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well, all
There's
I'm
no
thinking.
wanted posters, for example. You know, there's not kind
Yeah.
of.
All I was thinking is like if I could see any type of like alphabetical system being used anywhere that I could like, if I see like MN, and then I'd be like, and then I'll try and find like my name or Lily's name, and I don't know, see if those names ring anywhere.
Give us one more. Call it DC 15.
Perception or investigation or
Yeah.
Cool.
Perception.
Oh, you fucking bitch. Even with a +5. Even with a +5. Yep, okay, I found nothing. Well, guys, if you don't mind, keep a lookout for this. And also, I don't have his face, but I got his body shape. And I hand out the pictures of the man as well. And then, yeah.
So we'll cut to inside Grimes' office. What particular information are you looking for?
Go on, Archie.
Well, I guess so. Any kind of reports that, well, I guess we want to know who's currently running the Gophers now, although we presume it's only Madden. But we want to find out who's running the Gophers, what their current status is. Are they behind any big moves at the minute? And what are those big moves? And also, has there been any latest update on the Dusters at the minute? And do we know of any kind of gang warfare? Or has there been any activity, shooters? Like, have there been any shootings recently or bust ups between the two? Anything?
Oh, yeah. Awesome. So you give us like a group investigation, like how you pull all this information together. I'll give you with advantage as well, considering you're going to spend some time doing this.
Little nat one there, back to back nat one.
Oh, great. Oh, wait, we got reading glasses on. Jesus.
This is really bad.
I got a 16. So as long as someone else gets above a 10. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, with how okay, yeah, just by the skin of your teeth, do it. I'm gonna say.
Wow.
So on those investigation checks, I'm gonna say you're like rooting through. There's a lot of paper. You're not doing it in a kind of systemized way. But you do get a kind of broad picture of this. Harrison, I can hear you, Mike.
Yeah, I'm just trying to reconnect my headphones. I ran out of battery.
So this is the information you get. Gophers. I'll start with Gophers. Gophers were last seen at the Ark.
At where, sorry?
The Ark. ARK. And you know this to be in their Staten Island base. So kind of last sightings. In the Gopher file, leader Oni Madden, deceased.
Oh, okay.
Crawler, deceased. Suspected associates Alfred Sin and Slift are kind of presumed leaders. And then you've got three names. You've got Riff, RIFF, someone called Arab, ARAB, and Knuckles as a kind of three names, kind of known associates. And you've got sightings of those three at Staten Island. Dusters. What you've got on the Dusters is slightly less than the Gophers, but they're holdout at Port Roosevelt.
Where's that? Is that the actual port?
Yeah. And Marty Brennan is still the leader, presumed leader. You've got two names for the Dusters. Vincent Coll, so COLL, known as Mad Dog. Interestingly, he is a real 1920s Duster. And someone called Stokes, just goes by the name of Stokes. Port Roosevelt is their kind of whole. You on those investigations, you don't get any sort of information of like recent clashes or like anything like that, but you do get the kind of fundamentals of like their bases and their like clientele or the people, personnel. Yeah, Onimadan deceased is the key information.
Any of these names mean anything to you, Tony, from your old gang days?
I don't know whether to unmute my mic because my headphones are completely dead. If it sounds horrendous, then yeah, is it fine?
Not really.
Just do in between. So like, do your bit and then mute. That's probably the best thing to do.
Yeah.
I recognise a few of the names, but nothing jumps out at me. I'll be honest.
All right. Well, look, I don't relish the idea of going straight down to Staten Island and just walking up and seeing what they're going down. So, well, let's think about this. It says that as far as the police are concerned, Onimadan's still deceased, but that information, could be old. It could be based on what they know. He could still be alive and operating. I guess we got to try and figure it out somehow. We gotta get ourselves in there.
Not to just remind you guys on something, but I don't know if this also slightly messes up your plans, Palmer. But I know in my letter, the deeds for the properties that are in Alfred's name were passed over and were in the attempt to pass to Charlie. So I don't know if that is canon or not. And Stanley's in possession of them. So in my letter I wrote, in this letter leaves you the deed and documents needed to pass ownership of all worldly possessions to Charlie Green. I'm just wondering if that also includes the Ark, which was currently in his name or not.
Just remind me, so does that include Alfredson's house?
So all his worldly possessions, yeah.
Would go to Charlie if he's alive.
If he's alive, and yeah, Stanley should be in hold of those documents.
Great, that's fine.
Cool.
I'm happy for you all to know that.
Cool.
You don't see Charlie's name on this in the kind of investigation. He's kind of kept low. Seemingly no. So Delilah wouldn't be looking for that name anyway, but you guys don't see a Charlie or a. And actually, Alfred Sin is only ever mentioned as a kind of presumed leader. He's not there in like big letters in the same way that Onimadan and Marty Brennan are. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, do you think it's time we paid our friend Alfred a visit?
I think it's probably a good idea. Maybe we can follow up with the Dusters at Port Roosevelt after, maybe.
Sounds good to me. It's as good as time as any.
All right. Well, let's get going then. Let's see if we can speak to our old friend Alfred and see if anything's changed since we last spoke to him.
Awesome. You leave the precinct on your way to Alfred Sin's, and that is where we'll end for tonight. On a plan to start a plan. It feels like with good old Alfred Sin. Gives you guys a week to think about your strategy potentially of how you're going to solve this. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Rollin' Dirty, a mad world. Join us again next time where we see, hopefully, Gophers, Dusters, maybe the downfall of Onimadan, who knows? Maybe something else. What's happened to the Fates? Maybe find out next week. Thank you, and goodbye.
All these lights, the light up the town. When I'm all alone, looking down the street. Oh, on tonight, it's leading me home. It's coming down. all this light, light up the town. When I'm all alone, looking down the street. Hold on tonight, it's leading me home. It's coming down, raining on me.